Let me see what you say. If it's anything like the earlier one, I'm putting my phone in the microwave for an hour on high. I don't know what that means. Hello, all, he says. Hi there. Sparky update. Sparky's doing good. Sparky is napping, and red blood cells up to 34. We got him up to 34. He's regenerating. At one point, he was like 15. He was going to die. And he's alive. But thanks for asking. Ride P, what happened to Mississippi Nights on the Landing? Well, hello and welcome if you're from St. Louis, which I assume that you are. It just shut down. They like all those things on the landing. They all came to an end at some point, and the Mississippi Nights had its end, and then the pageant opened up. The Go-Go's video review. All right, Lance, we're going to talk about that. Did you watch that? Did you like it? Trying some new stuff on the channel. As you can see, well, first of all, boy, do I get angry people when I put out kind of quote repurposed content. So yeah, I did a little video review of one of the videos that I sit and I watch all the time because it's intoxicating. And we'll talk about that in a little bit, Lance. We'll let some folks get in here, but we're welcoming people in as we're going to talk about Howard Stern. Is he on summer break finally? I think we're finally there. I think we're finally at summer break. And my free subscription of 3 months has run out. And I am fairly certain this will be it. I don't believe I'll be going back ever again. There's really no need to. It's interesting. So I bought, I'm just going to do it, YouTube Premium. I'm going to tell you, I actually bought it. I don't like to buy any streaming services. I let my wife take care of that because I don't need them. I can watch YouTube and baseball. I get baseball for free, thankfully, because I work in the baseball world. So I got baseball for free. And then YouTube was free. And that's really all I needed. I didn't need any live TV. I have an antenna. I got an antenna here. Where was I going? Well, I got YouTube Premium. I love it. No ads. And but that's where I was going. So Sirius. Why am I paying for Sirius if I've got YouTube TV? YouTube Premium gives you YouTube Music. You see where I'm going here? And I can listen to all the podcasts or all the stuff on YouTube in my car using YouTube Music. I don't know if I can get paid by YouTube. I should, because this is the first subscription that I thought I need to buy, and I'm fairly certain I'll never not have YouTube Premium. Howard Stern returns after summer, and Artie is back and all in studio. I'm in. You? Oh, Lance, you silly Billy, you. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, where is Artie? What the F, Artie? We've been waiting. I've been telling people you're coming. People have told me that you're coming back. Are you recording podcasts? What are you doing? Come back, Artie. We need you. We need you on this program. YouTube ruined the Stern TV stuff. YouTube is the only place to see good Stern stuff because you can go back and look at the good stuff. I know they go over here and try to scrub it, but then someone else uploads something else. And so that's what I love about YouTube is I can go back and watch from 1997 of Grillo. There's stuff I still haven't seen ever. But there's a guy that's going back to 1994, and he's got all the E shows, and I watch that. And that's what I like. So welcome in. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining here on the live stream. Again, I try to do these 3 times a week, and also I upload content so you can check out my channel anytime. We got baseball tonight. The Cardinals and Giants are playing a special game tonight. Oh, shit. Where's my Willie Mays autograph? Once more people get in here, we're going to talk about Willie Mays. I have his autograph. I got his autograph when I was like 9, 10, and paid $10 for it. This was what, 87, 88? $10 for a Willie Mays autograph. Like now, can I sell that? Would anybody buy it here? So we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot to get. I haven't been live in a while. People have been saying, Brad, come back. The members, Ross Dog Spirit, Lord Humongous, Lance, all of the greats, Ride with P, saying, hey, when are you going to go live? So I'm back, and thank you for being excited about me being back. And I want to talk about the channel a little bit, what I'm doing. Lance saw what I was up to with my Go-Go's video review. If you haven't seen that, we're going to talk more about that. Hello there. Hi there, Stuttering Tron 2 Electric Boogaloo. More Stuttering John content, please. Who has said that? Who wants that? By the way, have you seen? Shuli does a wonderful job following the Stuttering John. But yeah, he I guess he was chasing down a comedian, and yeah, he just I don't know what's going on with him. It's not good. I feel bad. Hi, Kelly. Femboys for or against. I don't know what those are. I guess I'm against. Am I against? I don't know. You do your thing. You do your thing out there, Kelly. We'll look back at some music. I know that thanks to some of the folks here that come in, they talk about hey, stop with the kind of the shitty pop music. Let's talk about the good stuff back in the mid '90s. Hi, Ross. How are you? Have you had on Debbie Schlussel? She could tell us about the jihad. Debbie and I are having conversation. Actually, I can show you that. I'm gonna be. Let's see here. Let's see here. Here, Debbie Schlussel. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, Debbie and I are in contact right there. Debbie. Hey, Debbie. Oh my Debbie. Oh my Debbie. That's a callback from Vinny Bavali. Okay, that's what I figured, Kelly. All right. Into it, sure. I don't know what that means. I'm not into it. Noise, says Ross's Dog Spirit. A premium member. Thank you, Ross. You're going to get some stuff here for being a premium member. But yeah, we had a lot to get to. What was I going to talk about? Oh, today's birthdays, real quick. John Goodman, St. Louis's own, 72 years old. 72. Dan Connors, 70, and the Connors is still on. Hey there, hello, Cameron, 5'5", 130-pound young man. You want to? Sure, anytime. I'm sure she has a thing to say about Israel. Yeah, I will try that. We'll try getting Debbie on to talk about Israel. Happy birthday to John Goodman, St. Louis's own. And Lionel Richie, also his birthday today. Happy birthday to him, 75. And Brian Wilson, 82 years old. And I've heard, now is he done? Like, we're not going to see Brian Wilson in the public eye anymore, from what I can tell. And we will not be seeing Donald Sutherland in the I was about to write him a letter, actually. No. Yeah, so Donald Sutherland passed today. That's sad. But those are your birthdays, and thank you for coming. So once again, we go live here and we talk about the Stern Show. We talk about some of the guests that I've interviewed, and you can come here and take a look at those. We talk about what's going on with the show these days. We talk music and sports and baseball, all the things that that I like, and hopefully you like too. Rest in peace, Dominic Barber. That's not true. Did that happen? I'm not reporting that. I don't know if that's true that happened. Now, I did try to get Dominic on this program. We talked. We talked on the phone, and he sounded a little overweight. Jaws premiered today in 1975. Jaws. I have never really seen Jaws all the way through. That was before I was alive. And then I'm like, is this still going to hold? Everyone said, oh, you got to watch Jaws. And then I try to watch it. I'm like, man, this is freaking slow. Let's get going. Where's the fucking shark? Let's go. We recently passed the anniversary of the Juan Samuel for Lenny Dykstra and Roger McDowell trade. That was a bad trade, right? We didn't like Juan Samuel as the Mets. But the Phillies got good off of that trade. That was so weird. They had Tommy Herr then, too. Jaws was not 72. Jaws was 1975, I thought I said. Jaws holds up. Boff, says Ross's Dog Spirit. Okay, well, I'll take your question. I'll take your thoughts in the comments with that. But that came out, and that made me think of 1984. You know, everything makes me think of 1984. That's my favorite year. By the way, I don't know if you guys are into Lollapalooza. We have a 16-year-old who's into Tyler, the Creator, and that bastard just pulled out of Lollapalooza. Now, I didn't buy the tickets, but the wife did, and she's not happy about it. But on this date in 1984, can I tell you the top 10 movies? I just find this amazing. Like, can you imagine if you went to the theater and you had these are your options? Ghostbusters, number 1. This was 3 weeks. Gremlins came out in the summer. This was number 2. Indiana Jones was number 3. Rhinestone, The Karate Kid, Star Trek II, Top Secret, The Natural, Romancing the Stone, Beat Street, Police Academy, and Breakin'. Those were your top 10 movies in 1984. Holy shit. I could have spent the day at the theater. I've seen all of those. Yeah, this is the debut week for The Karate Kid. Who knew that they'd still be talking about The Karate Kid these days? The Mets went from 2 center fielders to 0 after they traded Mookie Wilson to Toronto. Yeah, that sucked, man. The Mets were so good, and then they just sort of dismantled that. Ron Darling went to Oakland. You know what's crazy is I never, I mean, I realized it, but Dwight Gooden was there until 1994, 1995, and he never was as good as he was in 1985. So he was there for like 10 more years, and he just was never as good. So hello to those coming in. Thank you for coming in. Frank Cashin went senile. Boy, you really are a Mets fan. Yes, Frank Cashin, the big guy. He was a big fella. Well, they had Wally Backman and Rafael Santana. I love watching like Mets games, and they had the big Darryl Strawberry uh, number retiring. What do you call that? Number thing? Anyway, these movies from 1984 was good times. But I love the Mets too from 1986. Hello there. Wasn't Ralph Macchio in Beer League? That is an excellent point, and he was. He was the big star. I actually contacted Ralph Macchio to be on this program. Thought I was going to get him, but I did get Jimmy Palumbo, and you will see that repurposed here shortly. I have that in my queue. Jimmy Palumbo of Beer League fame and Artie Lange friend. So we'll check to see what's going on with Artie through Jimmy Palumbo. But going live today, talking about just some things that happened on this day. We're talking baseball. We're talking, let's see what's going on in the end. We had a bunch of games today. The Cardinals and Giants are playing later tonight, of course. We had Willie Mays passing. I'm going to show the autograph here in a little bit. Orioles are beating the Yankees. What are the Orioles doing right now? They've won one in a row. Yankees and Orioles going for the AL East title, and then everybody else. Baseball's in bad shape. I mean, every team is shitty outside of like Orioles. Let's see, who's good? Let's just name off the good ones. Yankees, okay, they're all right. Orioles, all right. Red Sox are 5 games over 500. I don't call that good. Do you call it good? I don't call it good. Cleveland Indians, pretty good. Kansas City Royals, pretty good. Twins, okay, they're okay. All right. The West, Seattle's 44-38. Houston's 5 games under 500. All right. And then the National League. Oh, what a shit fest. What a shit fest. Atlanta's 10 games over 500. Philadelphia's really good. Milwaukee's in first place. Everybody else in the Central's under 500. The Dodgers are in first place. Everyone else in the West is under 500. Ugh, that's terrible. Sorry, I hate the Mets. I'm an O's Phillies fan, says Ross. What about the black guy from Beer League? I don't remember that. Yanks were so pissed about that loss yesterday. Yeah, what happened yesterday? Was that let me look back. I was working a soccer game yesterday. Did anybody watch soccer? Anybody watch MLS? The St. Louis City not playing well. Oh, yeah, I did watch a little bit of this game. I watched it 7-6. That's right. I like the Orioles. I like that Jackson Holiday. I like Adley Rutschman and Kauser and Cole Irvin. You guys got a good team. Let's go O's. I grew up watching. I always loved the teams that were orange. It was weird. I love the Mets. I love the Orioles. I love the Giants. Is that weird? Is that weird to just like teams based on their fucking color? Sounds like I should be. Anyway. Hello, Lance. Red Sox just smoked the Yankees, Phillies, Toronto, and the Celtics just won. Yes, Jason Tatum, the St. Louis' own, leading the Celtics to victory. So welcome in if you're just joining. Again, we've got viewers coming in, coming out. I'd like to say hello to everybody. Make sure you get in the comments and say hello. We do super chats. We do memberships. We do all this good stuff. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, so I just posted a new video. I'd like to get your take on it if you go take a look at it. I've been wanting to do this forever. I've been watching this video. I have like a autistic thing to me, or Asperger's or something, where I watch something over and over and over and can't stop. And so I was watching Head Over Heels by the Go-Go's, and I got lost in it. It was 1980. It was like a video from 1984, which is the only year that really matters, really. I don't know why I love 1984. I guess I was 10. Was I 9? I wasn't even shit. I was only 8, 7, whatever I was. I love 1984. And I watched this video, and it just takes me back. There's colors, and the girls are just being goofy, and they're wearing shitty clothing. But every scene in the video makes me laugh. And so I went and I did a recap, a reaction video, a video breakdown, if you will, of Head Over Heels by Go-Go's. I want you to check that out. Let me know if you like it, and if you want to see more like it. Because I have a few other videos that I've watched a million times, and I could break down scene by scene. What was I going to tell you about today? Oh, top songs. I like doing the top songs. Where is our crew, Lance? We need to get people in it. This is a slow moving crew today. Let me look here real quick. All right, 1994. On this date, rock songs. Top rock songs on this date. I'm gonna do it Casey Kasem style. Back to the countdown. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. All right, we go back to the countdown at number 10. It's the Pretenders on the rock countdown. I Stay Away by Alice in Chains was number 9. Vaseline by the Stone Temple Pilots. When will we fall down? You jump back. Gotta get out of here. Toad the Wet Sprocket. That's a good song. I have that in a playlist where I'm like, oh shit, there's Toad the Wet Sprocket. That song is number 7 on this date. Selling the Drama by Live, maybe their worst song. And the love of God. I used to do an impression of that guy. Would you like to see it? All right, I'm going to do an impression. This is my impression of Ed Kowalski from Live. I long love you. That's what I do. That's my impression. Hi. No, I haven't been drinking at all. I haven't had a drink yet. We're still looking at the top rock songs from 1994. You come out of those goddamn up-tempo numbers, man, and then you got to talk about a dog dying. And where are the pictures I was supposed to see? This is the last frickin' time I want somebody to use their brain. Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. Join me every morning at 2. 2? This is ponderous, man. This is effing ponderous. Anyway, Live was number 6. Big Empty by the Stone Temple Pilots was number 5. Far Behind by Candlebox was number 4. Longview by Green Day, number 3. Shine by Collective Soul was number 2. And Black Hole Sun. One of the greatest videos. I might go ahead and react to that video. Number 1 on this day on the rock charts. That is some quality shit, folks. 1994, I had just graduated high school, and this is what's going on the radio? Holy shit. Soundgarden, Green Day, Candlebox, Stone Temple Pilots, Twice, Alice in Chains. You're right, Lance. Thank you for letting me read those songs to you. On this day in 1985, Kurt Kepshire defeated the Cubs to improve to 4-5. Is that true? June 20th, 1985? I think you're right. Because, no, I don't think you're right. Is that right? June 20th, 1985? Let me think. Hold on. I don't think that's right. I'm going to take a look. But you know what? I think you're close there, Ross, because I know the Cardinals and Cubs, because, again, I'm a little autistic. I know the Cardinals and Cubs played in 1985 on June 21st and June 23rd and 22nd. But I think you might be right here. I can't find it. All right, June 21st. Okay, thank you. What happened to Dominic Barbara? So I guess I have to go and check and see. Did something happen and I'm missing it? Because this is the second time someone has asked about Dominic Barbara. I'm going to the Google machine. I'm checking the news. Oh, that's not good. Here's disgraced lawyer resurfaces to defend Donald Trump. That's from 2018. Sounds like he's still alive. But yeah, we're going to talk about Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.? Robert Kennedy Jr. What do you guys think? Are we in? Are we all in for Robert Kennedy Jr.? You know, I hear if you say his name on a podcast here, people will come and watch, and then they will tell their friends to watch. So what do we think Howard? Do you think Howard would like Robert Kennedy Jr. as a candidate, or is he a Biden guy? Well, I'm sure he's a Biden guy now that Biden's come in. I mean, they're the two old guys, right? Hello, Ace. Welcome in. Oh yes, I see what you're saying. Hi, Ace. I like when someone's named Ace. I should have been Ace. No, Toolbag working off his last name, says Lance. I didn't really want to talk politics. But we can. I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever you guys want to do. I'm just checking my email. Is that bad? All right, so we got 20 folks in here now, and I just want to say hello and thank you for coming in, checking out the channel. What we do here is we go live, we talk to the people, I answer questions, we talk about whatever's going on in the Stern universe. We talk about people that you want to see interview. I had one of our chatters here. Let's talk about Cousin Andy. Thank you to Cousin Andy. I don't know if you saw him, but he told his Stump the Buoy story, and almost 1,000 people checked that out. So thank you, Cousin Andy, if you're in here, but thank you for watching if you saw that. But someone has given me Bigfoot's number, and I'm afraid to make the phone call. Is that weird? Do you guys want to see me interview Bigfoot? Is that going to be any good? I'm trying to get Wendy on here. I don't even understand why I can't get a hold of goddamn Wendy. And I'd also like to get Gary on here. But that's what we're doing. We're talking about some of this stuff. Let me take a look. What else did I have here? I had 1996 top songs. We'll take a look at that. What do I really do for? This is it. This is all, Alex. What do? I have video production. I work in video production. You wouldn't know it by the setup, this grand setup I use here, but that's what I do for a living. And I'm hoping to retire. I'm hoping to retire soon. I've done a lot. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these new channels I want to do too, and I want you to all come to those channels. I want to do a money channel. Okay, would you watch a money channel if I was hosting or doing something money related or gave you sound advice that I read? I'm going to do a health channel. And we're going to, what was it? Oh, travel. I'm going to do a travel channel too. So I want you to follow along with me. I'll put them in the description when they're ready. They're not ready. But I just want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a slacker. That's what I want to do, Alex. What do you do for a living? What's everyone do for a living? Hi. Welcome in. Tell us what you do for a living. What was I going to look up? Oh, we're going to talk about today on this date. By the way, we talked about Donald Trump. And the Stone Temple Pilots on June 20th, which is this date. Donald Trump called the program. June 20th, 2002. He called in the Stern Show. Real quick, what did he do? He called about, Donald Trump called in to talk about the upcoming fight between Joey Buttafuoco and Nicole Bass. He said that they have to have the fight at Taj Mahal, like they did at Cabby or Stuttering John. Trump said his people wanted to make sure they get the fight down there. Howard talked to Donald about what he's doing today. He said he's in the office this morning, and his girlfriend Melania is still sleeping. Poor Melania, right? Poor Melania. You should do an obscure sports show, Patty says. Okay. How obscure do you want to go? How obscure do you want to go? By the way, now that we got some people here, stay right there. Don't move. Don't look at my pants either. I'm only wearing boxers. Stay right there, everybody. Oh, God, it's so blurry. We were talking about Willie Mays. This is this autograph that I got when I was a kid. I thought I'd do a little show and tell. And this is obscure. But what I wanted to talk about was, see that? He smeared it. That's his smear. Now, is that worth anything? Now I have his fingerprint on there? Like, that is his fingerprint smear. I was talking about this earlier if you weren't here. Is it bad that I'm out of breath just from going from here to the fireplace? Oh, God. But I was 10, paid $10 for that autograph when I was a kid. $10 for the Willie Mays autograph. It's kind of sad, right? This is a debate that is happening right now as we speak. And I'm going to look at my phone because, let me see. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. So buddy mine's like, hey, everybody's talking about the great players of the 40s and 50s, DiMaggio, Williams, Musial, great players of the 50s and 60s, Aaron, Mays, and Mantle, but who are the best guys of the 70s and 80s? And he says, is it a drop-off? So let me look at the chat here, and we'll talk about it. Alex, you provide a great service, but can't imagine you make your monies with this. I sell fruits and vegetables, produce. Did Robin get to use them? Is that what you're saying, Alex? No, this is a side project. Side hustle is what I'd like to call this. This is for fun. A little side hustle. Hi, Lance. You're a master welder fabrication guy and own my own seal coating company and mobile welding. Yeah, that's epic. Lance says, I think we're talking about the Willie Mays thing. That is a cool gig, Lance. It's good to have a skill. We're trying to teach our 16-year-old upstairs. Why don't you just get a skill like welding? Because then they're always in need. I've always heard that. Like, they always need a welder. But anyway, back to this topic. English or Spanish, AJ. Where were we coming with that? Let me just see here. AJ, that's the first time you've come here and said anything, so I don't know what you're trying to say. English. I'm answering your question. Oh, that's a question. Lance says keep the Willie Mays. But let's go back to this. So are the players from the 60s and 70s, is it more because we didn't see them, like Hank Aaron and Willie Mays? And then I guess, after that you had McCovey, you had Stargell, Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson. But is that a drop-off? I don't know. You tell me. Raleigh Fingers. Okay, Lance. Lance says you will teach me. He doesn't learn anything, this kid. We're trying. I'm all over the place today. But anyway, we had Trump calling in, and he talked about Melania. That was on this date in 2002. Also, Jim Florentine came in on that date, so it's very possible Jim Florentine got to meet Donald Trump. That was 2002 on the show. We talked about Stone Temple Pilots. They were in on the show June 20th, 2001. And Les Moonves came on the Stern Show that day. So, who's your favorite closer? Raleigh Fingers? Do you know Raleigh? Was it Raleigh? Yeah, Raleigh Fingers was a Cardinal for a second. How did that work out? So, Whitey Herzog came to the Cardinals. And where was Raleigh at? San Diego? And Cardinals traded for Raleigh Fingers, and then they had Bruce Sutter and Raleigh Fingers at the same time, and then he turned around and traded them to the Brewers. And then they played each other in the 82 World Series. The correct answer is Steve Bedrosian. Ah, what a name. You know, Bedrock, he was a great closer for the Phillies. Came up with the Braves. We can talk baseball all day, Ross. I don't know where you're from or how you know all this shit. But yes, Steve Bedrosian. Let me think here now. Let me think. Ooh, let me give you a Mark Davis of the Padres. That's not good. Steve Bedrosian's a good name. That's a good damn name. June 20th, Danny Cox shut out your Phillies 5-0. So you wanted the baseball reference, took that out. So I didn't know that. But I know on June 21st, the Cardinals beat the Cubs. I don't remember the score. June 22nd, Kurt Ford had a walk-off base hit to beat the Cubs off Lee Smith. And June 23rd, I believe the Cardinals beat the Cubs 7-0, possibly, with John Tudor on the mound. Don Ossie, that's a good one. That's a good one. Ross Dog Spirit in the house, everybody. So we're talking politics, we're talking sports, we're talking about stuff on this date. We're all over the place, and I appreciate you coming in. Again, if you're watching on tape, now I do put these out afterwards, and they can be watched. Well, of course they can. I mean, when a live stream is done. But I also show it with the comments in there, so and then I try to get more people to come join. But Robert Kennedy Jr.? Robert, is he the next president? I got to be honest. So a friend of mine does a podcast, and he said, I started talking about Robert Kennedy Jr., and people just started clicking away on my channel. So I'm going to start doing it myself. Let's talk about Robert Kennedy Jr. Let's have a big discussion right now about it. By the way, did you know his wife? You have to know this, right? Anybody know who his wife is? For 10 points? And why is her name not Kennedy Jr.? Like, why wouldn't she take his name? Anyway, Cheryl Hines, Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's his wife. Strange pairing, right? Well, I don't know, but you know, Cheryl, that's a character. So maybe she's just not who she seems like that. I remember that banner at Yankee Stadium with Raleigh Fingers' mustache cut in half. Hi, Boots. I don't remember that. But welcome in again to everybody saying hello. And we're talking baseball right now. We got people in the comments just jumping in and saying hello. I appreciate you coming in if you're here. I always like to mention super chats and super thanks and memberships are all available. Take a look in the description. And I also have a Patreon. Sometimes I'll be putting just exclusive content there. And I have members already here in the chat. I'm going to start giving them some exclusive stuff as well. So we've talked a little baseball. We talked, man, I know I've been all over the place. But, I had a topic. Let's go to the topic. See, this is what I'm producing. I'm better at producing this than I was at anything else. But I wanted you to mention, too, that I put out a video this morning, and it just premiered, of me watching Head Over Heels by the Go-Go's. And this is something I've been wanting to do, and I'm not getting monetized, it seems like, because I played a little bit of the music. So I got to figure that out. I got to stop playing the music. But I also put up an Al Rabowski interview with a little bit of video. So you're going to see a little more of that. Hopefully, I'd like to see more people come for that, although everyone loves to come here for the Stern stuff. And that's fine. That's the bread and butter of this channel, is it not? I got a question for you. We're going to take a little poll here. So you guys are Stern fans, right? And we're going to say hello in the chat. Are you a Stern fan? Is that why you're here? Tell me why you're here. Why are you in this chat? And thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I started doing these little polls. I don't know why. I started thinking about things. Let's just do it. Who's not needed? Who was never needed on the show? Who is least needed? Gary or Robin? Baba Booey or Robin Quivers? Fafa Flunky or Robin Ophelia? I asked this because I thought it was an interesting question. I don't think Robin's needed. I don't think Robin has ever done anything that I would ever need that would ever have made me laugh, except for when she tried to swim, and Artie and Howard did the voice of the pool boy, and when she fought with Howard about the book picture. I just want to make a. I want to take a look. Hello, hello. You are a Jackie Marlowe level Patreon. Did you just join? Thank you. I appreciate it, Ross. The whole early '80s Brewers team was epic. You got with the cabbie. You got. I can't. You got. All right. I can't. All right. Ross Dog. I was a kid in the early '80s at Yankee Stadium. I remember. Didn't someone cut? I remember we were watching a game. We were kids, and we saw someone cutting the fence in Yankee Stadium. Like a guy jumped out of the stadium and started like with a knife cutting up the fence. Anyway, who's less needed, Gary or Robin? Gary's not really needed, right? Is he necessary? I'll see. Stern and I enjoy your overall take on Stern or otherwise the random stuff too. Oh, that's why you're here. Thank you, Al. I'm always trying to figure out what people are answering because then I get all over the place. Now, Gary, what is he necessary? I mean, he has created content for so many years. I almost feel like this is the slam dunk, right? You got to have Gary. But some people love Robin. People think that Howard needs Robin. Robin's news was funny. We'll take your calls. Hello, welcome to Tradio. I have one about Sal and Richard, too. But what was Sal? Okay, well, let's just do it. I'll just ask it because we're having fun. We got folks joining as we stay and go longer. And hello and welcome to you. We're live. If you've never seen this channel, what we do is we just talk to each other. We say hello. I host. It's like a little party. We mingle and we talk about what's going on with the day. We talk baseball, we talk music, and we talk the Stern Show. People think Benji. I sometimes do too. But apparently Benji was constantly writing jokes for Stern. So you're saying that's who was not necessary. See, I was only picking between two, between Robin and Gary. I don't think Benji's necessary. I don't think he's funny. I can't imagine that he wrote funny stuff for Howard. And the reason I say this is because whenever Benji tries to be funny, it's not. When he doesn't say anything funny, I feel like I think Howard gets not enough credit for being a funny guy. Where was I going with that? So, yeah, I'm just looking at my format here to see if there's anything else that I wanted to cover today with y'all. It's so funny how Vince the lawyer has Stuttering John being tracked by Mercedes-Benz. The road trip will end up in his mom's home in North Massapequa. So the Dabbleverse, right? I'm not in the Dabbleverse. I don't usually follow. I find it kind of sad. And Casey's doing his own thing too now. It's kind of fun. I like seeing these guys because they all came on this show first. This is where they did the Stern Show first. But then they came here, and they were part of this program. Seriously, I fucking damn near hated Benji's shtick, but why else would they keep him? I get that. No, I totally get that. I did ask early on, Bigfoot, I have a phone number from him, thanks to one of our fine folks here in the chat, and I haven't gotten a hold of him. I'm trying to decide if I really want to interview Bigfoot. Is that... I started by doing like Doug Goodstein and Tim Sabian, like executives, and then it was Ganji, and then it turned into Beetlejuice and Sour Shoes. Should I do Bigfoot? I don't know. I just had cereal. I had ribs. I had ribs for dinner. No, you don't have his number. It is. I do have. Hi, John Mokerson. Hello. Benji wrote some. I don't want to say it, but hello, Nate, and hello, Jim Mokerson. Benji wrote some great jokes. Tell me one. Tell me one that he wrote. I heard a great dad joke the other day. It makes me laugh every time. Yeah, you want to hear it? Okay, good. What do you call an empty can of Cheese Whiz? Cheese Whiz. I never knew I could make a De Niro face. I always thought Billy Miro was really... He must have just stared at himself. No, I'm not. I can't do it. I can't even do it. I was doing it just a second ago. Got him. Hi there. Hello, Lance. Casey had Miss Howard Stern on recently. She still looks good considering she was ejected and having severe head trauma. Yes, she had like a motorcycle accident. Is that right? Ralph, R.I.P. But the show would just be as good without it. Is without. Well, he wasn't really part of the show. He was just a groomer. I mean, he was a stylist. He was Howard's friend. Did you guys see this? We were talking about Willie Mays earlier. I have Willie Mays' autograph. I got this when I was 10, and I was pointing out that he smeared it. That's his fingerprint. He smeared it. And then I remember my Aunt Debbie saying, well, you should ask for another one. He smeared it. That's not what she sounds like, but I like that voice. You should ask for another one. He smeared your photo. Yeah, Willie Mays, I never saw him play. But from what I can tell, I guess he was great, right? I mean, Hank Aaron, all those guys, just the best ever. Should I got another one? Do you think that because it's smeared by Willie Mays, it's worth more or less? Is it bad that it's smeared? I've never had it looked at. Do we have any people on the line that can tell me when I got my Willie Mays autograph here that's going to be a problem when I go to sell this bad boy? I might sell it right here on YouTube today, or I might give it away. Oh, I don't know, members, huh? Oh, hello. So I don't know if you guys can see Cindy's in the chat, and Cindy is Debbie's sister. She's always here. Cindy's one of the biggest fans. I have a crew of people that show up every time I go live. I appreciate that. We might be going live from a fun location in the next couple of days. I might just do that because I've been doing a little side work here, and we'll see what's going on. So we went through the best movies in 1984. We talked about what was on the show on this date. We talked about Robert Kennedy Jr., RFK Jr. running for president. Do you think he should be allowed in the debates? We'll take your calls. Yeah, I'm totally in. I have no idea. I don't care. Let's see. What else did I have? What else did I have here? The birthdays of John Goodman, Lionel Richie, All Night Long. Today, Jaws was released in 1975. We've gone through a lot of stuff. I haven't gotten a super chat or a super thanks yet, Cindy. I did my Casey Kasem impression. I mean, I've really done the greatest hits today. I don't know what else to do. Wonder what's for dinner tonight. What do you think the wife is cooking for dinner? Let's see. Recently, Kathy Lee Gifford revealed that Howard Stern has forgiven her. To this day, she never did anything to him. Howard would always say Cody was turning gay because of her. Yeah, and I saw that article. I thought that was interesting. Why she forgave him, I have no idea. But that's the last straw. Like, wasn't it? I mean, Ellen and Rosie, and he was just making fun of them, torturing them, and then Kathy Lee Gifford took it all the time. Moon the camera. What? No. I'm not doing that, Lance. Have you talked to Bobby about Beat coming on? I have talked to Bobby, the manager of Beetlejuice. I've had Bobby on this program. And the last time we talked, Beat wasn't doing so good. And that was probably 6 to 8 months ago. So I left him alone. But you know what? I haven't thought of that in a while, and I haven't talked to Bobby in a while. So maybe we'll see. They're not in the same area a lot. I think Bobby lives in New York, and I believe that Beat has not been traveling as much. He's been hanging out in Georgia. But that's a good call. We'll try again. Everyone loves Beetlejuice. He's a hero. He's like a TikTok star. Hi. Is that really James Woods? I got a funny story about James Woods. Would you like to hear it? Okay, good. So, when we went to L.A., me and my mother and I, back in the early 2000s, my dad had just passed. You know, Father's Day was a little verklempt, by the way, I got to say. And he passed 24 years ago. 23, whatever the hell it was. Anyway, so we go out to L.A., and I'd never been to L.A., but first place we went. So we get there, we get a convertible, we drive. It's raining, but we drive over to Universal Studios. We'll drive, but it's a theme park, right? Like, we're not going to see any, we want to see celebrities. I'm not going to see any celebrities at goddamn Universal theme park. As we're walking out was Danny Bonaducci. Ha! Right? I know. So Cindy's brother, Cindy, who's on this chat here, Matt, said, you guys have to go to Dan Tana's. It's like an LA tradition, and you'll see celebrities there all the time. All right, we just saw Danny Bonaducci. There's no celebrities. So we get to Dantana's and like, hey, thanks for coming. We're getting your table ready. We just have to wait for the party that's there right now, and they're getting up and they're getting ready to leave. We look over. It's James Woods. James Woods gets up. He leaves. We say, hey, James, whatever. He's really nice. And we sat at James Woods' table. Dantana's. That's why I brought that up. That's my James Woods story. But hello, James. It's been a while since we talked. I went there again with my wife, 2 years ago? So we went to Dantana's. It's kind of a famous LA restaurant. And Kevin Connolly of Entourage just hanging out at the bar on a Sunday night watching football. I think I could get Kevin Connolly on the show. I think I've actually asked, but we'll try it again. Why was I trying to get him on here? There was a reason. But Kevin Connolly from Entourage, that was his name. Seemed like he was having a good time. And by the way, when you walk in Dantana, you just look around, you're like, that guy looks familiar. Who is that guy? What movie's he in? I needed my Uncle Matt there. Oh, Boots, the 10-year anniversary of Opie and Anthony is coming up. Unfortunately, Opie is not part of the reunion show. The rumors is Jim Norton, Joe Rogan, and other comedians are doing a show. Well, how do you do an Opie and Anthony reunion without Opie? I mean, I didn't watch or listen to that shit. But don't you hate Opie? If it's going to be Opie, I know Jim Norton was part of it. I never listened to it. It never made me laugh, not once. That was my Artie Lange doing Richie Wilson impression. So dinner, what should we have for dinner? Give me some thoughts on what I should have for dinner. You know, we've been eating a lot of chicken lately, and I'm sick of it. I gotta be honest, I'm sick of it. I can eat chicken anytime I want. Did you notice a difference in Mark McGwire each year when you covered the Cardinals? No, he was always ginormous. I do remember I've never seen him back. So he showed up in 97, and he was already big. He was big then. I didn't think he'd get much bigger, but his forearms were just, I mean, there's a video here on my channel. I'm sure if that's what you're referring, you can see it. No, it was Andro. Well, he mentioned that he did steroids. By the way, the wrong take of the day, bring back steroids. Baseball was so much more fun. Let these guys do it. I want to see horse tranquilizer. I want to see these guys hitting home runs in the 500 level, 700 feet away. Let's go. These guys are all fine, right? Look at McGwire. He's living a happy life in L.A. He's clean, looks good. Barry Bonds looks great still. Let him take it. Who cares? Yes, Lance, it did. Steroids came right after the strike, and it saved baseball. Just curious why you post shitty bait titles like your stream. Thank you, Ocean Sun. Hey, I do that so you come here. That's why I do it. I don't mean to do it. I mean, there's some truth in those titles, but thank you for joining, and I'm so sorry you've unsubscribed. I do try to comment. I try to say hello to everybody. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you telling me that I need to stop with the clickbaity titles. I do that, but there's an algorithm in YouTube, and so there's most of the time it's pretty true to what's happening in the video, but I got to put Artie Lange's name in there. People search him. That's what I do. Hulk Hogan was the star witness against the WWF. It's true. And then he went back and he was welcomed back. Hulk almost put him in federal prison. It's amazing how Vince got out of that. I mean, I watched this documentary about the Vince McMahon steroid trials, and I'm shocked that he didn't go. I mean, how did he get out of that one? And him coming out of that courthouse. That was really the beginning of Mr. McMahon, like that character. Any Artie news? So no, not yet. But I've been told things are going well. We were supposed to hear from him at the end of May. I think he might be he's putting together a podcast, I believe, is what I've heard. And so he's going to come out with all these, and then he's going to come here. That's my goal. He'll be right here being part of the program. Artie working at a gas station was heartbreaking. That was a mess. Do you think Stern will re-sign again? I think he would. The question is, what is Sirius doing? Like, what are they doing? You know, I think we talked about this one time here, but like, who doesn't everyone listen to podcasts? Like, I have buddies in AM radio. I go do their show every once in a while, and I ask them, I'm like, what is this model? who's listening to this shit? I'm on the show. I like being on it. I got to be honest. But I'm like, who listens to AM radio? Now, they do podcast the show, so you can listen to it whenever. And it is entertaining most times. But just like serious, like what? You're competing with Spotify. And as I talked about at the beginning of the show, YouTube Premium, which I have, and I'm a giant sponsor. By the way, I put products in here too. So please check out the products if you want. And check out the description, as always, for things going on this channel. Vince is a big user, says James Wood. Yep. I don't know what happened. Did Stern quit his radio show? No. He is out for the summer, I believe. Now, we're not sure. Like, he doesn't tell anybody what he's doing. He did take off yesterday with the crew. Stern will resign. He can't let go of the fame. Plus, it's easy for him now. All he has to do is walk downstairs. This is a true statement. And he puts in no effort. He's got a team of terrible writers who do, like, knock-knock jokes. And then, I don't think you've heard me mention this, though, but I had Sirius for free again. I think this is my 18th free subscription. And this, I believe, was the last time I will ever do that. And I only really go there for Stern, just so I can, be current with you folks. But I didn't even listen. Like, the show's so bad right now, so I don't want to listen to it. Yeah, I agree with James. I only listen to 20-year-old Stern shows myself. I was doing that forever. I was like, back in the day, I just had a Walkman. I remember, did I tell this story? I had a Walkman with tapes. I would bring them on the plane. Like, I was still, before, people had iPads and iPhones, and I was still walking around with a Walkman because I was bringing my tapes with me. I had like 15 tapes, so I'd always have a little Stern with me. Artie's job may have been menial. Most 12-step programs recommend you, if you're a hardcore, I can't even read this. I'm trying. I don't think Sirius really needs him, or he doesn't add that much. I agree with that. Old shows are gold. I agree. Boots, you paid $500 for that lifetime subscription. I thought about doing that back in the day. That's interesting. And so it's just there forever. I can't imagine that's going to hold on forever. If Howard threw an event like the 2001 boxing match, how many people would show up? I say less than 1,000. I've always wondered that. Like, does he have is there a fan base out there anymore? I don't think there's anybody going to this stuff. I'd be interested to see that. What do you guys think? People make fun of me and they say I listen to old radio shows that don't exist anymore. Yeah. You only listen to Sirius for Yacht Rot and Eddie Trunk. Okay. No, James, I was the same way. Like, it was my original podcast, really, because like I can just go back and listen to just like Scott the Engineer almost taking it up the butt from the porn star. That makes me laugh every time I hear it. I could listen to that almost every day. When it goes from him, saying he'd do it to like they're gonna have it in Giant Stadium, and they're gonna put it on pay-per-view. Oh God, I gotta get Scott on here. God damn it, Scott! If you're watching, come join me. We'll talk about it. I have a terrible obsession with Eric the Midget. I listen to him when I fall asleep. My girlfriend had no idea who he was. She loves him now. This is the kind of stuff that makes my day. I think that is hilarious. I used to go to Stern, like sleep to the E! Show. Or I'd have like 6-hour runs of stuff. And it's just very passive. It's very soothing listening to the Stern Show to go to bed. The lifetime subscription is still valid. I have the app on my phone. That's awesome. Lexington Steel was pissed. Lexington Steel, that's who it was going to be. Scott and Lexington Steel. Were you aware of Ralph's illness before his passing? No, I had no idea. Did anybody? That didn't get out there, I don't think. Hello, Lance. Great job today. Love the show. You got to bounce. Great day. Thank you. See you next time. Thanks, Lance. Thanks for coming in. We'll try this again, maybe over the weekend. Maybe you'll see me pop in here on the weekend, all right? So go ahead and put on those notifications. We do this, try to do it 3 times a week. I just say hello. I look up some things. We talk. We have a good time. But turn on the notifications, subscribe. I'm sorry if you don't like clickbaity titles, but I'm here to defend them. So thank you for coming in, Ocean. I appreciate that. We'd love your subscription again. Tell your friends, and we'll do this again. What are the Cardinals and Giants tonight? What do you got? How was the Bobby Rooney interview? He was great. Bobby was great. You can check that out. I'll probably repurpose that here soon. I thought I did. But Bobby Rooney was great. Do you think Joe Rogan is better than Joe Rogan? Okay, that's a tough question to answer. King, hi there. How's Sparky? Thank you for asking. We talked about Sparky earlier. Sparky is alive and well and doing great. He's at 34 on his red blood cells. We're told 35 is normal. Sparky is my dog, if you don't know that. So I like to talk about Sparky. Sparky used to be my co-host as well, and he is my best friend. But he was at 15 back in about April. But thank you for asking. I was listening to an old show yesterday, and they were talking about paying $4 at the hospital for the TV. I forgot they used to do that for granted now. That's interesting. That is crazy. If I ever go to the hospital, I have to bring an Apple TV with me or an iPad because I will not watch live TV. My brother's an agent, got fired a couple years ago because Stern put him on the air. He will come on the show. My brother was an IRS agent, got fired. I'd be interested in that. Better than I figured that. El Guardian. Joe Rogan. Yeah, Stern was better than Rogan. I mean, I like what Rogan does, but I mean, I can go on and on. Lexington Steele was pissed because he was never in K-Porn. That's right. They kept using his name. Like, we got Lexington Steele coming in. He's like, hey, I don't do that kind of stuff. Scott the engineer. So he did push-ups, and then he did that. What else did he? I mean, he was comedy gold on the program, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. So this dinner thing, we're getting ready to eat. What do I want to have for dinner? That's the question. We've had chicken. We had a lot of Chick-fil-A. We had Dewey's Pizza. Hi Dewey's. Dude, it wasn't so good. I got to be honest. I'm going to throw it out there. Oh, I have products, by the way. Check out the products. Buy something. Buy something from this channel. Tell them your friend Brad sent you. I also do shirts. That's in the description as well. Yeah, the push-ups, I mean, those were terrible push-ups. I mean, they should have never even had a discussion about that because he wasn't doing real push-ups. Dean, by the way, I've contacted Dean, the referee, and wouldn't do it. So we got to get this guy out of here. Hold on. We got to just hold on, everybody. We got to get... All right. Well, I have KC on the show. Yeah, King, I've had KC on the show. And I'm trying to get him back on. I do text him every once in a while, but can't get him to be part of that. Who thinks Scott did steroids? That's interesting. No, I don't think he... Well, maybe he did. Radu was his trainer. Maybe they did steroids together. Lance, you're still here. Pork chops with egg noodles. It's not bad. I had actually buttered noodles last night at an event that I was at, and it wasn't great. Jesus Twins and manager were just destined for a career. Too bad the kid's parents had money and never pursued it. Yeah, I've been trying to get one of the Jesus Twins on it. Well, the one that's remaining, and trying, and still hopefully we'll have him on. Feel terrible what happened to him and his brother, and would love if anyone knows Jonathan Mendelsohn, please drop me a line. I need to talk to Jonathan. I can't find him. I've seen he's out there somewhere. Garlic butter noodles are the best. All right. Scott took creatine. Okay. Lexington Steele was Richard's fantasy. I love that Artie was at Casey's intervention. That's the best run of comments that's ever been on this live chat, I have to say. Yeah, Casey and Artie. Scott said he didn't take steroids, but he did admit he drank creatine. So I don't remember that. Is Dominic still around? Evidently is, but that's like the fourth time. I guess you've been looking at the comments. No, Dominic. I mean, from what I can tell, I have his number. Let me show it. Do you guys like when I do this? I don't know if this is like being, this is being presumptuous or whatever. But well, I don't want to show his number. But yeah, Dominic, right there. Should I call him? I can call him. You want me to call him? You better pay. Definitely Dean's fault, says James Wood. You can do that, Jim Okerson? I would love that. If you could get that, help me out with that. We're going to do Bigfoot soon. Casey had an accident driving to Connecticut. He did a U-turn and damaged his new Gladiator. Did that happen just recently? What are you saying yes to, BB40? Call him. Steak for 2 for 1. Next live chat, we will do. I will call Dominic. I'm starting to lose my energy because I'm getting hungry. I've had a sinus headache all day, and I have to do this survey. I'm doing a survey. You guys ever done surveys? You get paid like $100 for this shit. I'm gonna do it. Mayday, Mayday! Steak for 2 for 1. Call Dominic. All right, let's call him. Fuck it. We're going to call him. We're calling Dominic. Let's see what happens. Mayday. I'll leave a message too. Calling Dominic Barbara.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Dominic, it's Brad, St. Louis. Talked about doing an interview with you a few times, but haven't really connected. Hopefully you're still doing okay. Let me know if you'd be interested. Please give me a call. Thanks. Hope to talk to you soon. We'll talk about it. Okay. I didn't want to get my number out over the air there, but we just called Dominic. It was fun. We called Dominic live on the air. Wouldn't that have been great if you picked up? We got to find someone who's going to pick up live. I'm going to do that next time. Thanks, Lance. Dominic reminds you of Francesa. Yeah, I remember. I mean, he has kind of got that voice. Yeah, I got to figure out who can we call next. Maybe we'll do Bigfoot, like Jim Okerson. Maybe I'll just call him. I'm not calling him right now. I'm not doing that. I need to talk to him first. 1988 called and wants its podcast back. I don't get it. Call KC? Next time. We'll call KC next time. Okay? All right. This is the best. You say that every time, Lan. You say call Bigfoot. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that right now. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Helicopter Bob. All right. So this is going to be our new thing. We're going to call people live. Okay? We'll try it. Everybody wants Monique. Monique doesn't like me. I've seen her stuff. She doesn't like me. That's fine. I guess they were doing this way before me, but I'd never heard of Radio Gunk. But that's fine. I don't even know if it's Monique that doesn't like me. I just think they're bored over there. They don't like me over there. Call some people that worked at WNBC. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do that. If you were a producer, I know. I just don't want to do it right now. I need to conversate with them before. I don't want to just call them out of the blue. David Letterman, no. I could call Bob Costas. You guys want me to call Bob Costas? I can call him right now. I'm not going to call Bob Costas. All right. What else? What else you want to know? Ganji? I think I have Ganji's number. I'll have to look and see whose numbers I have. I don't even know if I have the right numbers for some of these people. No freaking way, Ganji. We're not calling Ganji. Who's High Pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. I actually tried to get a hold of. I talked to High Pitch Mike via discussion, and hi everybody. I'm trying to catch up now, but anyway, my High Pitch Mike was not interested in doing the show. Hello, the Quiet Overlander. Finally caught you just getting off work. Do I know you? I think we've talked via chat, maybe. Don A had a few stern people like Stuttering John and Lenny Dykstra. Who's Don A? Don A. I'm trying to think. Last time I talked to Artie. 2009? When did I talked to Artie after that, though, I thought. Did I talk to him after he... I don't know. Is he still at Delta? Who are we talking about? I mean, Whackpacker's still calling the show. I don't think they have that anymore. All right, guys, I know we've got a nice crew here. I just called Dominic. Let's see. I'm not calling Bigfoot. Let's just, we'll do one more phone call. Let's see who we got. I'm not calling Ganji. I do have Casey's number. Should I call Casey? I don't even know if I have Grillo's number. I'm not calling Casey. Maybe next time. I don't know Bigfoot, Jim Okerson. I like to make sure I know the person before I call them. But you get me Mendelsohn. We'll do. How about that? You email me and produce Mendelsohn, and I'll call Bigfoot on the next live stream. Lance is still. He can't leave. Who else you want? Beetlejuice, Top Shelf Liquor. Call Jeff. All right, how about Jeff the drunk? We did that last time. He wouldn't answer though. Let's try. You want to try Jeff the drunk again? Let's try that. He won't answer though. Here, we'll call him. We'll see what happens. Oh, he won't answer. Can't even get him to. I think he's blocked me. Jeff Curl's blocked me. Okay. Looking back here, call Beetlejuice. Star 86, is that still a thing? I don't even realize that it's still a thing. We've gone 60 minutes here. High pitch. Mike was in a. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Is that true, baggage handler? That's a funny joke if so. All right. So we've gone an hour. I appreciate everybody coming in. I mean, I could continue to make phone calls. I could keep you here. But that's what we do here. We just get crazy. We do stupid stuff. We get dumb and stupid. I got to go eat lunch or dinner and then get ready for some survey I have to take. But I will do this again. So set the notifications if you enjoyed what we're doing here. We're just goofing off a little bit. And you'll see, I always put out, if I'm going to do a live show, hours before I do it. And I normally do them on Mondays and another day around 4:15 Central Time. So if you enjoyed this, I appreciate it. I know. Okay, I'm going to get... Thank you, King. Thank you, everybody. I will do Bigfoot maybe next time. I'm going to have to get a hold of him. But I will have him on this program. I thank everybody for... Oh, yeah, there's too many people here. I don't want to leave with everybody popping in. Like, we got people popping in. All right, I'm leaving. This is it. Bye for now.